E aí, turma? Bem-vindos. Será que a gente consegue ganhar a segunda partida aqui? Agora a gente vai enfrentar o New York Knicks. Play game. Vamos ver. Pessoal que tá gostando aí do basquete, não esquece de dar um joinha, inscrever no canal, ajudar o desvairamento. Porque aqui a jogatina desvairada não pode parar. Estamos aí no NBA 2K12, 2K12. Jogo legal, cara. Ó, Ray Allen. Ray Allen. Vamos aí, o Pierce. Tem um carinha que entra aqui no time chamado Rondo. Ele é muito bom ladrão de bola. Só que ele é bem grossinho, cara. Vamos ver como é que a gente vai lidar, porque o técnico... Eu ponho no automático, né? As alterações eu ponho tudo no automático. Então o técnico faz a alteração e coloca esse Rondo toda hora, cara. E, putz, eu não consigo jogar legal com esse cara, velho. Agora nós vamos jogar dentro de casa, né? Vamos jogar no estádio do... Estádio não, no ginásio, né? Do Boston, que tem aquele taco bacana de madeira aí, vamos lá.
The Knicks lost a one-sided series to the Celtics in the first round of the 2011 playoffs. They were swept. Will tonight
tá valendo. Olha esse Rondo aí, cara.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Billups and Fields pairing up in the backcourt. Stoudemire and Curry off in the middle.
Agora eu resolvi passar para não finalizar com ele, porque com certeza ele ia errar, né? Eu resolvi fazer assistência, deu certo. Travou o vídeo. Vocês viram que travou, né? Atrapalhou a dinâmica aqui. Tudo bem, vamos lá. Tem que ter paciência. Não sei porque dá umas travadinhas no Play 3 nesse jogo aqui, cara. Agora eu não sei se o meu Play 3 está precisando de alguma manutenção. Às vezes pasta térmica, às vezes, né? Não sei. Porque não é a primeira vez que deu isso nesse jogo, cara. Dá umas travadas.
Anthony against Pierce. From 6 feet, hits the back iron and falls. Pierce has got his first basket of the night.
The defense that time didn't do quite enough. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to stop him when he gets in tight.
Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
We talked about Stoudemire and what he brings to the table as an opponent. The one thing Coach was most impressed with was how physically gifted he is as a big man, saying, you see him get up and down the floor out there, he moves like a guy half his size. He's just a freak of nature.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, this is a Knicks team that has been built through free agency and trades. Of course, when you're in New York, you're a very attractive destination for free agency. And that's why they have gone that route rather than through the draft.
Sheldon Williams checks in for New York. Here's Pierce. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Nets in New Jersey. Good work defensively by Anthony. Never easy.
E custava fazer arremessozinho da hora, cara. E a máquina não perdoa. Se você errar, não perdoa. Não tem jeito. Vamos lá, Pierce. Tô errando o timing, cara. Tem os caras que arremessam mais rápido, uns que arremessam mais devagar.
He slid down that draft a little further than people expected, and he's become an absolute superstar for the Boston Celtics.
Thinking back to Paul Pierce's draft out of Kansas, even at that time, it was somewhat surprising to see him drop like that in the rotation.
It really was. I can remember thinking about Paul Pierce and how I thought he was the one guy in that draft who really had a ready-made NBA position in game. And to see him slide, that's why the draft is more art than science. But at the end of the day, you know what? It's all about what happens when you get to the NBA, and he's proven to be a Hall of Famer.
And historically, one of the great Celtics scorers of all time.
Without question. That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Rondo kicks to Pierce. Now Anthony defending. From the left.
Pierce lá dentro.
Pierce has got his second bucket of the night. And here is Billups.
Billups.
Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Back to Anthony. Pierce covering. Anthony kicks to Billups. Tries it from the top of the key. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Billups has got his second basket of the game.
There's no secret what a Mike D'Antoni team is going to do against you. I mean, they're going to get it up and down the floor and try to score as fast as they can on you. I mean, that's who they are. It's a formula that's going to get you wins, but will it see them to a title?
New York trailing. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Boy, they got hot from three-point range in that game. I mean, that's really what gave them some distance with that lead.
You know, Steve, knowing your history in the game, I know you love to see shooting like that.
Misses from the corner. Back to what you said about Mike D'Antoni, that seems to be a valid question about his style. Steve, what do you think?
Well, it's been a long time since a team based solely on offense has actually won a title. But
Não era aí.
a lot of points with Carmelo.
Não era aí o passe, Rondo.
Stoudemire. But if anybody can break through and win a title playing that
Droga,
style,
cara.
it's Mike D'Antoni. Seems like that finger roll
Tinha que ser o Rondo, né?
to him. Great touch.
Here is Rondo. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. For three, Pierce. No good. Anthony with the defensive effort. They have not led for a while. A chance to do so here.
Boy, they'd love to retake the lead right now.
So they take the lead.
Yeah, the defense just couldn't get a hand.
Castigo vem, né?
Challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Rondo against Billups. Rondo dishes to Garnett. The jump hook, and the shot is good.
É, tem que chamar a jogada com o cara e tentar executar.
Rondo against Billups. The dish now to Fields. Defended by Allen. And there's another one for
Vamos ter que mudar essa marcação.
Three straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying, guys?
O'Neal. Pierce kicks to O'Neal. Back to Pierce. Over Anthony. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by O'Neal. 7 points.
Fazer uma marcaçãozinha zona aqui para mudar um pouco.
He has 6. Fields with the 3. Shot is no good. It could go. Some great action here.
Tentar mudar a marcação porque os caras pegaram mais ou menos o jeito da coisa. Começou a ficar meio manjado, tá ligado? Aí é melhor dar uma mudada.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter.
Então, marcação zona.
Here is Douglas.
Lockdown paint. E vamos ver o que dá.
Green and KG down low. And it's Pavlovic in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Shot clock at 6. Douglas against Allen. Here's Balkman. Excellent D there from Garnett.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Allen in the post. Fields covering.
Maravilha. Maravilha de bola.
You know, it's really interesting, guys. The Celtics considered kind of a jump shooting team. You think of Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, but they were 25th in three-pointers made and 5th in the league in shots made.
Pô, a marcação tá funcionando, cara.
A contradiction there based on what you might think.
Here's Pavlovic. Garnett outside. That's blocked. And the Knicks with the
Roubaram a bola, filha da puta.
Douglas with it. Rondo is whistled for reaching in. That is his first foul of the game. And for the Celtics, I'm sure Rajon Rondo has a lot to do with those shot attempts, from around the rim.
No question.
Well, he's really the guy who creates the offense for Boston, both inside and out. His penetration leads to open three-point looks for guys like Pierce and Allen, and he gets a lot of layups, and if those are missed, there's some offensive rebounding opportunities for the big men as well.
I think in Tony Douglas, the Knicks got a great find in the 2009 draft. He was the 29th pick, pretty gutty defender, but
esse Douglas aí entrou bem, hein?
And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. Clark talking about Tony Douglas on a Florida State, a combo guard, Steve, and he's not a great playmaker yet, but he does do a great job of limiting his turnovers.
Well, he understands his limitations as a point guard, but he really focuses on his outside shot offensively. He's shooting about 38% from long range for his career, and a guy who can get extremely hot pretty much any time. Very streaky shooter.
But the lead just going back and forth here. We're seeing some really good basketball.
You know what, guys? I've lost track of how many times the lead has changed. I mean, it's obvious, though, it's been a good one, and neither side can pull away.
Defended by West. West against Douglas.
Não trava, porra. Tá travando, velho.
He dishes it to Mason. There's the three.
Tem que ter rebote, cara. Se não tiver rebote, ferrou, bicho.
6 points. Clarky talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
They kick it out to Green over Stoudemire. No good.
Tudo errado, cara. O cara que eu queria passar não abriu, mano. Fiquei rodando, ele não abria, velho. E aí o NBA Jam toma conta do jogo, né? Que é a marmelada do cacete, cara.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Steve just talked about their postseason last year, and Clark, I'll bet they're still thinking about how quickly this team bounced them out of the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to believe that, Kevin. I mean, their first chance this season for a little bit of revenge, they're salivating.
And I like the aggressiveness defensively, forcing that mistake.
Puta que pariu, bicho.
He came away
Cara.
there, and that's a shot that should probably go down.
And here's the fast break.
Tá, velho. Porra. Aí já é foda, hein? Aí é de foder, hein, velho?
Douglas has got 7 now in this quarter. Celtics on offense. It's a 5-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, you're not going to shoot as well as they did in that one and lose too many games. They were on fire.
Yeah, they were. Lights out is how they shot.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
Stoudemire outside. Feeds to Douglas for 3. The rebound by Pierce.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Here's Douglas, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Jeff Green picks one up. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Second, the Knicks.
Boy, they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jermaine O'Neal is checked in for Davis. Von Wafer comes in for Ray Allen. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Delonte West. The Knicks also changing it up. Aldo Balkman is checked in for Stoudemire. Anthony comes in for Derek Brown. And Landry Fields subbed in for Roger Mason.
Sexta do Rondo.
Rondo's got his first point.
É raríssimo.
Douglas for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in.
2 pontinhos atrás, pessoal. Vamos ver. Ai, cara, não tá fácil não, bicho. Segundo tempo vai começar aí, ó. Temos 59% de acerto field goal.
New Jersey ended up with a loss to the Hawks.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Here's Billups.
Well, a great turnaround year for the Knicks a season ago, and it helped.
Bom, tô jogando marcação zona.
28 games against Eastern opponents.
And New York looking at who they've got. Stoudemire and Turioff in the middle. Billups and Fields pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Back to the Knicks, Clark. Those wins were part of why they were able to get back into the playoffs. They were very, very important in the East.
Beleza. Deu rebote, contra-ataque.
In interconference play as they put up the most points of any Eastern team by a large margin.
Now here's Billups. 6 points for him. And that one's good. 8 points for Stoudemire.
He has such a calm demeanor, but he locks in, takes his time, and finishes.
Outside Rondo. O'Neal. Over Stoudemire. O'Neal misses.
What a steal for the Knicks a year ago. Finding Landry Fields in the second round. He had a fantastic season, made the all-rookie team. And a really good all-around player. Rebounder, defender, and can make a shot as well.
I'll tell you what, he's so strong inside that the defense wasn't going to allow him to get to the rim without offering a bunch of resistance there.
Pierce kicks to Garnett. Over Stoudemire. And Garnett misses. And Landry Fields out of state.
O castigo, o castigo. Viu o castigo?
Scoring and rebounding. Yeah, Clark, I think eyebrows raised when the Knicks took him. How did teams not
Castigo, vem a cavalo. Tô falando, cara. Esse cara é chuá. Você perdeu a chance, eles vêm e pau. Não perdoa. Pode errar, não. E o Allen perdeu a bola, cara. E o castigo veio a cavalo. 30-24. De repente, assim, 6 pontos, tá ligado?
Pierce against Anthony. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
De repente, você se vê numa desgraceira total.
Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first.
Pau, castigo vem a cavalo. Tô falando, cara, eles não erram, cara. Você perdeu a chance, é pau.
Well, with smart basketball, little by little, they're building on their lead here.
Here's Rondo. Boston, no good that time either.
Esse Rondo é ruim demais. Cê é louco. Ele não acerta uma, mano.
With the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. You look at Allen, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Yeah, very deserved spot for him among the league's leading 3-point shooters. He was terrific last season.
Boston making some changes. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Von Wafer in for Ray Allen. Then for the Knicks, Sheldon Williams checks in for Turioff. And Ronaldo Balkman subbed in for Stoudemire. And they get it. Wafer can't make it work.
Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Celtics trail by 9.
You know, guys, I think the Celtics actually came into the playoffs
last season with a little bit swagger
than usual. I mean,
ela não consegue conduzir a bola, bicho.
To shake them up a little bit, and with Shaq really unable to contribute due to injuries, a team used to being big inside perhaps felt a little small.
Garnett the pass to Rondo. Green the screen.
O cara é armador, não consegue conduzir esse Rondo aí, velho. Tira esse cara, meu.
Kicks it to Bulkman. Outside Anthony. And Bulkman kicks to Williams. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
11 pontos, cara.
He set the table there well with the Celtics and their injuries. That did play a role in the postseason, not just in the front court. The dislocated elbow of Rondo also factored in. Steve, that was a huge hit for that team.
Yeah, I was amazed that he was able to return in that game and continue to play the rest of the series. But it did limit him. And with Rondo slowed down, the Celtics had a tough time scoring. In fact, Miami really played him and Boston kind of 5-on-4. They didn't honor his offense, and it really cost Boston.
And Green with the basket on the assist by O'Neal. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rondo against Billups. Takes a three. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one. Garnett left side. Shoots it. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. Throws it from deep. Billups. The shot is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Amari Stoudemire having a dominant impact.
Quarto período. Dificílimo vai ser aqui virar. Muito difícil. Se for, vai ser um milagre, cara.
Guys, today's Sprite Spark, Tony Douglas. He's been his team's secret weapon off the bench in this one as he's given his team valuable minutes. We'll see how it ends, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thank you. What a game it's been for him up to this point, Clark.
Kevin, he has been absolutely outstanding. I mean, we may not have been expecting him to play this kind of role, but he certainly has put his impact on this game.
Yeah, he sure has, Clark. A huge factor off the bench.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Boston. Rondo, Allen, and Pierce for the perimeter.
Ah, ô Pierce, que isso, cara? Vai jogar a bola pra cima mesmo, porra.
Douglas. It's stolen by Rondo.
Ah, o Rondo rouba a base. Pelo menos isso ele sabe fazer. Pelo menos, cara. Roubou numa hora boa.
That should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint. Make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups. Well, the sweet shooting Ray Allen last year set the record for most
Bom, conseguimos 2 perfect release ali. Arremessar com Allen. O Rondo foi lá tentar a segundo roubo, mas fez a falta.
Derek Brown, he's checked in for New York. Here's Brown. Here is Turioff. Lock at 6. The pass to Mason. Foul call that time in the
Isso é hora de fazer falta, O'Neal. Caramba, velho.
And Clark, for Ray Allen, not only has he made a lot of threes, he has been tremendously accurate. Steve, he's one of only 40 players in league history to shoot over 40% from distance.
Seu O'Neal também é cabaço, né, cara?
It's not just the percentage, Kevin. It's the number of clutch shots he hits. It's the range. It's his ability to get a shot even on his own. He's not just a spot-up guy. He can score in so many different ways. One of the great shooting guards of all time, really. You gotta like the defense, not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Davis against Stoudemire. And Stoudemire getting double teamed. Here's the three. Good.
Aí a vaca deitou.
Boy, that's too easy. You cannot let a shooter that good get a warm-up jump shot like that. If you do that, it'll be raining all day from out there.
And that one's good. 16 points for Paul Pierce.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this one.
New York calls timeout. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. guys, I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Got a piece of it. A leaner. Phillips, no good.
It's like there's a lid on the rim right now, guys. He just can't make a thing.
And it's got to be terribly frustrating. I mean, Steve, you're a great shooter, but you've got to find a way to work out of
Não
it.
trava, pô.
Outside for Rondo. Over Phillips. And another basket for Boston. Here's Phillips. Dishes it to Melo. Guarded by Garnett. The jump hook. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Waiting for dishes to Garnett. Working on Turioff. Outside Pierce. Launches it.
Precisava ter caído essa bola, mano. Não cai a bola, depois faz isso, cara. O castigo vem muito rápido, mano. Faltando 1 minuto, você não pode errar de 3, mano. Você tá aí pra isso, você é chutador de 3 do time. Os jogadores que tem o número 3 são os caras que chutam nas horas decisivas. Você chuta, o cara não acerta, mano. Aí o castigo vem, olha lá.
Anthony against Garnett. And it's Anthony again missing.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Lifts up. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Foi na mão dos caras principais do time pra ver se eles resolvem alguma coisa, não resolve porra nenhuma, cara. Puta, o Rondo roubou bola e fez de 3. Vai chover canivete aberto do céu, cara.
Pass to Anthony. Anthony left side. 6 to shoot. Fields the pass to Turioff. Working it around now. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. Boston ball. Here's Rondo. Guys, a critical time for them in this ball game.
No room for mistakes right now.
Allen for 3.
Empatamos essa bexiga.
And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Came through there with a key basket.
O Allen chutou, empatou, cara. Agora eu quero ver. Os caras vão ter um ataque ainda faltando 24 segundos.
Here's Phillips. From downtown. Misses the tray. Here comes Rondo. Here's Pierce.
Conseguiu fazer. Faltando 2 segundos, pessoal. 2 segundos, amigo. Que contra-ataque maravilhoso. Boston Celtics jogando em casa. E a torcida tá vibrando, hein? Agora vamos ver se os caras não vão fazer uma jogada espírita aqui, né? 2 segundos é bastante no basquete, né? E errou. Vitória! Ufa! Essa foi de suar a careca aqui, amigo. Mas foi jogão. E os caras do New York Knicks se lamentando, porque eu fiquei atrás o tempo todo, né? No final, agora que o Rondo roubou a bola, conseguiu meter uma de 3 lindamente. E agora no final, o contra-ataque, né? O derradeiro. Foi da hora esse jogo, cara. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Curtiu? Dá um joinha aí, mantém aí a jogatina desvairada. em funcionamento. E aí o Pierce, sendo o homem do jogo, ele que está sendo o destaque do Boston Celtics aqui nas minhas jogatinas de NBA 2K12. Bom, pessoal, vou ficando por aqui. Valeu aí, um abraço. E a gente se vê na próxima. Falou, tchau.